17 degrees.
Okay, let's go in. The floor slants and the bevel is here, and I think from what the arborist says, he thinks the root of the tree went under him, maybe it's possibly being right here.
Hey, was it that?
It's all speculation.
Well, look at it as a $3 bill. His own workers have confirmed that.
May I ask you this?
Yeah.
You viewed the apartment before you came
When
in?
I viewed the apartment, all the carpet was pulled up in piles, and they were putting laminate floor down, so I could not see at that point what was going on.
At your request, putting laminate floor down?
No, they did.
Mr. Cook?
Let's set the record straight. Once you came to see the house,
He
the
wasn't
carpet had
here.
not been pulled up yet.
He wasn't
My guy came after they agreed that they wanted it. My wife met with them. Marilyn said she would have laminate floors as opposed to
Oh,
carpet.
how untrue.
So we put all the laminate floors in.
What happened was, I came here, he was not here, his wife was here. She relayed they were putting laminate floor and taking the carpet out. The place had a problem with fleas from the previous owner tearing the carpet up the dogs, the two Siberian Huskies. I thought they were good, they were putting laminate floor and counters in. I didn't know that it was to cover up the floor. Didn't so cook it. The laminate pops up and down off the floor.
It's not perfect. Laminate. Doesn't fit with hardwood floor.
The kitchen sink is cold, so it leaks.
Where does it leak?
Right here. Roto-Rooter says all we have to do is silicone around here and then it'll take care of it. And the
Does
bathroom,
it leak through?
yeah, it goes under here. And there were rodents in here, so we put these door locks here. And Heather went out and found, moved that cement over. I see it one time. Oh, I can't do it. It's all the way to the city. Somebody had cut it out to do work and didn't put it back in. And we put a basin to catch the water and a rat came in and urinated in it. Then a skunk came in, so we brought these blocks to keep them out. The previous owner had also stated that to come into the house and we just had reported to you the first day I moved in. Dig down around the faucet platform.
When
See
you're
the
doing
floor?
dishes?
You see the floor is wet there?
Yes. Does it leak when you're doing dishes? 'Cause it's
Well,
not
yes.
leaking now.
When you do dishes, when you let the plug out, whatever, it's full, the sink is full. See, it just needs silicone around it, whatever you'll say.
Your plumber's putty, Mr. Cook.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Your plumber's putty. I probably got something.
And they said silicone would be the best.
This is just. Alright. It's not the faucet, it's here.
Yeah.
It's the base. Just basically undo the nuts.
No problem.
Plumber's putty, you roll in.
Yeah.
Bathroom, the
Make a
floor.
nice roll.
Right.
Tighten it down a little.
They had a carpet over it, I couldn't see it when I rented it. And it's caving and it's all cracked. If you walk on it, you'll see. And the toilet, you can take the tank and push it back and forth. The whole the toilet moves and it's leaking. I have a towel there every day. We have to put a bath towel there to catch the water. It has no seal on it. It runs around the whole floor. And the toilet moves around. And there's wiring in the closet here, jerry rigged up there somewhere, it's unplugged at this time. Underneath the bathroom sink, it's all taped with duct tape and everything. I don't know what's going on under there. If you look under there, you see everything's taped with duct tape. I don't know what it is.
Cover up the hole.
And in there, on the top right-hand side, you'll see a cord, an electrical cord. And that goes up to the, way up in the corner. And it goes up to the attic above you. And then,
Thermostat one. Mr. Cook, the floor has to be, the bathroom's gonna be taken out without even putting new plywood down. And the toilet reset.
in steel. And over here, oh, that's an old thermostat you're looking at there, it's non-functional. The new one's over here with the wire hanging out of it.
So we don't have to worry about the wire if it's not functional.
Over here, you have the
Cross that
water
off the
heater.
list. The wire, if it's.
Wire evaporator.
Yeah. If you want Mr. Cook, just take it off, take the thermostat off, take the wire, and just leave it upstairs. Or just wire it and leave it upstairs. It's not, it's low, if it doesn't work.
You know, I was,
It's
yeah, we had a
abandoned.
fireplace, had a, thing over here when I bought the house.
Yeah. Kind of neat old cabin.
Yeah, you did a nice job with it.
You're gonna install backwater valve on this.
A fireman built it, I think.
That's what Stan has written down,
What's
right?
on the water heater?
Yeah, backwater valve.
Yeah, in fact, you wanna see it?
I can't use this. It's too small, it's not
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if you don't want it,
Sorry.
I just my wife.
That one on the side.
Pressure relief valve.
Yeah, right, that needs to go down more than 6 inches of the floor, that's what Stan would say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where that wire goes. Let's do that wire.
Had a poor
Mr. Cook.
baby's been up.
Yeah,
Use that thermostat wire.
okay, I'll take care of it.
Right. I would, now this,
No, pull it,
Okay.
no, I'm sorry.
please don't take that pipe out.
No, leave her in, that's all right. Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
That's
I
providing
want that
pressure and
cooked
makeup.
out. And you have to get
When
behind
this
it.
turns on, let's take the
Take the
edge.
edge.
If need be, you
I
can always
just want to
install a
clear in your
mover at
sick,
the
I
bottom
want you giving it your
of
bus.
the door.
Well, the gas company told me, well, I know, the gas company told me that as long as I had holes in the top of the door and whatever they pointed on the side,
Yeah.
it was getting sufficient, yes.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, because you have this, and you get, in the building, when we do install pressure and makeup, one is high, one is low. Yeah,
That's how the furnace is too.
yep. So that's why I suggested,
Yeah.
if you put something at the
What
bottom.
needs to be done in it besides that?
This is perfect. I mean, I get a nice draft here.
Okay.
Um,
So once I take that cord out and maybe just over the bottom, that's all set?
yeah, I mean, if you wanna, just put a brown
Pull it
grill,
here, he's gonna,
brown grill at the bottom, that will give you,
Is that 100% necessary?
no, you can have makeup area there, you got holes here, you've got,
So that's, right.
yeah.
So that's something I could do if I wanted to, but I don't know why.
So definitely take
I'm
this,
good with that, yeah.
get rid of that, just pull that out, take the thermostat off the wall, that's an easy fix. Pipe, plumber's putty, rope with plumber's putty around, lift it up,
Right.
secure it, put it back down, tighten it back down, it'll squish out, keep your
Right,
finger,
just
wipe it
put it
around.
like
done deal.
Ralph.
Yeah, and that's works forever, whoever installed it didn't, to me, it didn't, looks like they didn't put any in. So yeah, if it walked back and forth, you wash the dishes, the water will leak down.
Right, okay.
the louver door?
No, I'm just saying.
No, the louver door here.
No, you've got makeup here right here.
No, I thought it had to be a louver door on a
No,
water
that's, you
heater.
have to, on the pressure relief valve, you have to, there's a threaded copper piece of, connector,
Okay.
and that's gonna be taken down to the floor, 6 inches above the floor.
And what are we talking about? Sorry.
Sure. That little, don't, see where the little tag is?
Right here?
Yep.
Yep.
You see, if you put your finger in the hole, don't,
Oh, right here,
Yeah.
yeah.
don't pull that, don't pull that tab,
No,
if you
right, yeah.
dredge with hot water. If you take, there's a fitting, copper fitting, solder a piece of copper to it, and just twist it in 6 inches from the floor.
So it's gotta come down here, because 6 inches over the floor.
Yeah. 6 inches above the floor.
Yeah, off the floor, yeah.
That way, when it does its job, nobody will get burned.
Does the door have to be a louver door?
No, because there's makeup here in there.
And the bathroom door, you didn't see that because it's open. It's a no privacy.
Mr. Cook, that's an easy fix.
Okay?
We just had one of these before the Building Code Standards Committee.
The bathroom, what are you talking about?
Yeah, because it's a louver door. Just put a, get a piece of glue on and put it on the backside.
I see, okay, yep. So that shows privacy.
Yes. That was acceptable by the Building Code Standards Committee. We just had somebody in Westport come before our board.
Okay.
Have
That
it,
was
get
acceptable
up so
by
we
them.
can see the outlet.
Look up.
The outlet in the corner, they're
Seems
behind.
like a bluffing store.
Oh, there are holes under there by the baseboard that Mr. Watson pointed out rodents can get into.
Yeah, that just needs some.
And on the right-hand side also, down at the end there, down on the end by the pipes. On the end of that baseboard,
The only hole going through that wall is for cable. There's no hole.
If you could just maybe
You can,
around that chase, just maybe foam or something.
Goes into the hole there. Goes in there.
All right.
You know what I mean? It's just, it's an internal hole, it's not an external hole.
All right.
And any external holes, if you put, steel wool around them, mice don't like that.
I'm not aware of any hole in
Yeah,
there.
you already got holes at the bottom, I didn't even see that.
Right,
Yeah.
on the top.
Yep.
That's what the gas company told me.
Yeah. Especially with the hole that lets the pipes through, so drawing air from here, drawing air from the outside. Okay.
You don't want to block that off at all, so.
And I don't see anything coming up here. Stick your fingers on the end, Dave. I mean, it's, what it is the guy broke the brick away,
Oh.
and
Yeah, there was a hop
they
here.
ran it up. So all you get, you're getting the look of holes,
Yeah.
but when you put your finger under there,
It's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's under here is parquet flooring. This whole thing is parquet flooring underneath this.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm not feeling any bouncing.
well, when you,
Not moving
those
in.
caster chairs roll around pretty good, even it's
Well,
working.
you can see the floor is bowed to each side.
Yes, it's,
I'm not gonna, that's,
well, there's
that's
a
not
beam
an
that's
argument.
popped underneath,
I have a flashlight here.
on the right-hand side, that
I'll
outlet.
double check the code and property maintenance,
That
but I
outlet
don't think it
over there is
addresses
broken.
this, because it seems to me it's structural.
The outlet over there is broken while you're over there.
I have a flashlight if you want to see it.
What always?
You said that, yeah. That thing is, the bottom one is broken. But it's kind of going with batteries.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's gonna be fixed. Replace that.
And, this is the wire to the thermostat over here.
Yep.
It runs along the whole floor
Okay.
until it goes down there into the bedroom, into the back room where the furnace is.
Yeah.
That'll need to change.
Just cover it with something.
They sell plastic wire mold.
Yeah.
You can build it out of wood to match the paneling. You know, just like you have it there.
Yep.
Secured. You can put a nice little
The entire length.
the entire length. Yep. And it's already, you can run it right on top of the,
Yeah,
on top of the baseboard, do the same thing. You can cover it, it's protected. Everybody's happy.
The door doesn't come all the way down. I taped it, trying to keep the cold out.
Yep.
And his fellas, shimmied wood there. I put tape there to try to shimmy it too. And,
You need a new
still
sweep
comes
on
in.
that. You need a new sweep on the wood door.
this,
Storm doors required?
I'm not sure on the new code, I'll have to check.
Alright.
Screens on the windows, but I don't think so. But
Yeah, screens on the windows, right.
Old code they were, but I thought I saw something.
Alright, we'll
that
double
had
check that.
Taken
Quick.
out.
If it's not required, then you can take it off.
the door has many cracks and I have it all taped. And something happened at one time, somebody broke the door down. Here, the hinge isn't on.
Yep.
The hinge there on the bottom is off. And it's cracked. It's cracked over here somewhere. Somebody had to get in, I guess, at one point and broke the door. So it needs work and the threshold needs work.
they used to use great big double screws. Right? We can get some of the.
cold air comes in here terribly. This floor, it's iced in the morning. When water gets in and condensation turns to ice.
That could be all solved with the new suite.
Yeah.
You put the hinge back on and almost like probably some felt,
Yeah, weather stripping?
with felt weather stripping around to get a tight seal on the door.
There must have been a smoke detector there. I don't know what happened to it.
I didn't take it. I don't know what happened to it. There wasn't one in here.
What else we gotta do?
Yeah, let's hear
Is
George.
that all it was? I'm not writing this down. You take it?
Yeah.
Well, I got smoke detectors and I got a cop, it's just getting access, there's no way I can get access to it, I can't call her.
She can call me
I don't
anytime.
have your phone number.
Your wife has my phone number. It's documented in my email from her left and right. And right here, the
Right.
door doesn't go
Do
all
we
the way
have her
down.
phone number?
Well, you gotta, why don't you give it to me, 'cause I don't have it.
Confirm that it's the right number?
Well, later
Yeah,
I will
she
forward
emailed
the
it to
emails
me.
to you from his wife and phone calls.
Let me see if I have it. Yeah, I
Make
didn't
sure
have
it's
it back
in
at the
house.
office. I'm gonna get all your, do you have an email or anything?
Yeah, I'll give it to you later.
Okay.
He's driven right past me out here nonstop to tell me he'll fix anything. I held him down 2 weeks ago and he drove right by me. His wife said, don't just give the house back to the bank if she gets any calls. That was the first call I made to them.
Only number I have is 228-8377.
Yeah,
It's the same number.
here it is. You have our phone
So
number.
I do have it. Okay.
And Mr. DeCorte, this door doesn't come all the way down, and the gas guy said that the gas closet, no one can sleep in the loft or in this room, and all gas has to be kept from the bedroom. This is one of the bedroom doors.
I'm sorry, say that again?
The gas company said, no one could, the gas man came in, he says, he looked at the loft, he says, does anyone sleep up there? And they told me Heather could sleep up there because the boiler in the back went down. And he says, oh no, she can't. He put it in writing, I have it in writing, and he says, no one can sleep in this room with the gas water heater. And I said to him, I would like you to write that down because they will not believe me. And he wrote everything down.
What code is he citing?
Yeah.
That's
It's a
what I
gas
wanna know.
company.
Well, you have to understand, they have to cite a section of the code, whether it's on the public utilities, the building code, the plumbing code, the mechanical code. They just can't write things down. Well, they can, but it's not enforceable.
You look for that.
And you always have
You look for that.
a cut at the bottom to make it over the threshold, nothing's tight.
One of these guys here.
Okay.
This room only has one outlet in it. And Mr. DeCorte, before going up here,
I'm coming in here.
the ceiling is only 6 feet high in this room.
Same as the other.
No, that's a loft.
I'm not taking my,
In the other room, it's the same
Part of it
height.
is because of the loft.
I'm not taking my ladder while I'm there too.
This is an existing structure. You can't make somebody raise the ceiling to comply with today's codes
I'm
when
just,
when it's
what was put
existing.
down in the violations, that's what I'm referring to.
Well, that should have never been put down on the violations.
I don't think it's down in the violation because I missed it when I read it.
When his wife showed me this room, that curtain was pulled over, furniture was in here, she said it could be a bedroom. I figured I had 2 bedrooms, and when we moved in, the furniture was gone, I pulled the curtain back and found that.
This is gonna go.
And only
Yeah.
storm windows, not real windows.
Down right now.
Yeah, that's okay. I will get rid of, eliminate the violation.
And there's baseboard heating here, as if it's a real room. And I'm paying for that, and I can't use this room.
That's something you pick up with the owner.
But it's a room, it's not a furnace room, it has baseboard heating in it.
He can have heat in the base, he can have heat in any room he wants to have heat in.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay, thank you.
We'll make up here. Hello? Hello? Wayne, I gotta call you back. I gotta call you back. Oh, it's John. I'm in an inspection. Leave me alone. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
They found
Mr.
gas?
Cook,
Yes,
this is this is what you gotta do over to that other one.
yeah, right.
Okay, so they have the thread on, use Teflon
bring it
tape,
down.
yeah, and just bring it down to it. Your can there, your makeup there coming out from the outside, so it burns efficiently. The exhaust looks good.
They found a gas leak here, the gas company, they fixed it.
Okay.
This is a note from the gas man. There was another one too, where they found the gas leak. Because Mr. Cook related, there was no door in between this room and the other. I found a steel door outside. And I said, I want the steel door up. There has to be a steel door between the furnace room and the bedroom. He says, no, it's fine. We've had it like that all this time with tenants and my wife and I. There's no gas leaks, and I haven't put the steel door up. The gas guy said to me, if it wasn't up, he never would have put this gas on. Also, the gas company says that carbon monoxide can get through that, it needs a doorknob. The threshold over there doesn't need the brown code air conditioning. And these
Needs a
windows,
sweep on that too.
some of these windows are broken. Code air comes in.
Broken as in the glazing is broken, or?
Oh, here, look at, it's got
I
plywood.
see that. I gotta look on the outside.
There's no broken glass that I'm aware of.
Is
Well,
that
that's up
open?
there for some
Is that
reason.
open? That's gonna go immediately.
What's that?
The cord.
Your extension cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my extension cord they used.
No, that is mine.
take it
It
home,
came
right?
from my other house, and don't touch it, Barry. It's mine. I'll call the police on you. Heather. Go outside and unplug the extension cord and bring it back in here.
Oops. Can't have an extension cord
No,
running
that's
on a metal
okay.
door.
It's mine. He's trying to say it's his. Is there anything unusual about that extension cord, Mr. Cook? Is there any marking on it that you might know of, that I do? Because it's mine. Lying upside down. And Mr. DeCorte, somebody at one time cut a window out in the bedroom and boarded it up. And the gas can get around it. The gas guy said that's no good. He says the gas can get around there.
If the gas company wants to enforce their rules and
Well, even
regulations,
Mr.
please let them do,
Mr.
but I am
Watson,
not.
Mr. Watson even wrote up, it's not part of the structural wall anymore. The structural wall has been compromised. The wall has been compromised. It's no longer a wall. Anybody can break in here and open
The
that.
door
and get-
compromised the wall,
If anybody came in here, they could rip that right off the wall and get right in.
so can't they rip this door?
No,
The security not allowed?
I got one in my truck.
Yeah, I got that other innocent be a frivolous, to the hearings, but it could be.
There's only one plug in between them.
Well, it's on the inside.
We need to install a new one.
Okay,
Have a license electrician for the turn.
all right. If I pull a permit and do the wiring myself, I don't need anybody with a license, right?
No, you cannot.
Because it's not owner occupied.
that's like you try to fix the
You have to have
furnace.
somebody else.
What was the?
This doesn't work, then we can see it.
It's a fluorescent light.
We need, fluorescent lights don't need covers.
Clothing.
Fluorescent lights don't need covers. They will be left in place. So if it does work, open it up.
That's not required, is it?
Unless you deposit it on the side. Two, every room has to have two outlets.
Oh, okay, the outlets.
Opposing walls.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure this out. I'm not the handy guy in the room.
Will that fit over the door, though, when you close
Nah, it's not. I'm just not the handy guy in the room.
He doesn't live here. He lived here.
I'll have somebody else do it.
it? It's gonna close.
Right.
There's only one plug in this room, I'm not gonna stop moving beds, I'll take their word for it. We do need to install a new one,
Just looks up, okay?
and, have a licensed electrician pull a permit.
Up here, please, Mr. Cook. I don't dare plug it in, I'm afraid the clothes will go on fire.
If I, pull a permit and do the wiring myself, I don't need anybody with a license, right?
No, you cannot.
So it's not home, not on the right way.
Right.
That's like you trying to fix the,
You have to have somebody else come in and do it. And you can, I mean, and we can, if this doesn't work, I don't even see a light bulb in there, so.
It's a fluorescent light.
Yeah, but it needs, fluorescent lights don't need covers.
clothing.
Fluorescent lights don't need covers for electrical code. So if it does work, I'm just gonna neaten it up,
I'll just take it down.
or put a brand new one in.
I'll just take it down. It's not required, is it?
No, there's no lights in the closets and not required. Every room has to have minimum two outlets
Oh, okay,
on
the outlets.
opposing walls. And the licensed electrician has to take a permit because it's not his house. He hasn't lived here. If he lived here, it wouldn't be an issue.
Now, I have to tell you something happened yesterday, we don't know what it was. Heather, I was asleep, and Heather said she was sitting there, and there was a big bang, and the whole table shook, something underneath happened. What? No? So, there was a loud bang noise coming from underneath the house, that whole table shook, she said. And she went outside and looked, she said the cats and she both looked at the front door and everything, we were trying to figure out where it was. And she walked around the floor, but something under there made the big noise, and that shook like crazy, she said.
Just for the record, I'm not throwing away those chairs. That's my table. So when I come back and do all the work that's required,
That would be outside.
I'll take the table. All the stuff that's in the yard, tomorrow, Monday's trash day. So I'll start, if the weather's good Saturday, I'll start taking the stuff out of the yard, putting it out for the trash. And I have to get someone to come and do these things need to be done, I'll have to find somebody.
Okay. We'll write them up, we'll give you, the normal allotted time.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll get somebody in,
That window, triple track, might be just off the triple track. If you look on
let me
the
ask this
outside.
question of you. If I board that window up, is that permissible?
Yeah, because there's a door next to the outside.
So I can board the window closed.
You can,
That's what I'll do.
yeah, you can.
In the
It
bathroom.
might be just a simple fix.
Well, yeah,
Put the
either-
triple track back
either
on its
way-
track, you know what I mean?
either way, I'll
Yeah,
board it or
it's-
fix it.
Yeah, it's nothing says you can't have it.
The
Either way,
bath,
I'll board it or fix it.
Mr. DeCorte, the bathroom flooding is the most concerning thing, because you go
Me too,
flying in
I
that.
agree with you. That needs to be, that has to have immediate attention. The water closet, that floor, you're gonna cut it out, put a brand new, CDX floor down.
I can talk to you outside later, but what's the penalty if he doesn't come in and do any of this, what happens?
Well, we're by law, we have to send you notice of violation. It's a one notice of violation, X amount of days, whatever the law says.
Right,
Then after that, we summon you to court.
okay. And what, again, because I don't know the answer, I want to know my options. I go to court, and then what happens? He tells me to fix it, I don't fix it, what happens then?
Yeah, you could go to jail.
Okay. So that's an option I can.
We've already sent one person, one woman to jail.
That's an option I can consider. Because I said to you
You're looking for
before,
3 squares.
as I said to you before, let's be frank about it. He's 83 years old,
Yeah.
he's in the VA hospital,
Yep.
he has no money. I'm not paying to do all these major repairs. If that's the case, whatever happens, happens. I'll do what I can, and then you guys go do what you're gonna do.
Yep.
An $80,000 loan was taken out since September 2012. It's on the deed of records. There's more than enough money somewhere being held, the $80,000, to do all this work. We still don't know if he's an actual POA or just saying so. We don't have any notarized paper. And by law, your department, me, anybody else needs to see a notarized paper. And Mr. Esposito, Mr. Cook, somebody has the $80,000.
Here's the choice the city has, as I see this. My uncle's in the VA hospital. He's 83 on December 23rd. He's a disabled veteran.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can prosecute him, do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
You can take my word on I have the authority. If that's not satisfactory to the city, I'm not producing anything. The office has a copy of it. Just so we're clear.
I don't, we as a municipal
No, I understand.
office, we don't get involved in
No,
that. Well, we
I'm
look,
saying this not for your
Mr. Cook,
benefit.
I understand that,
Okay.
but I'm not here to,
Neither am I.
to arbitrate
I don't like that between.
between you two.
I'm not-
My job is to make any building in this city safe
Safe, no
living
problem.
conditions.
But
Per the building,
Not
per
a
the
problem.
property maintenance
not a
code.
problem. I'm not
That's
asking you
my
to
job.
operate for me.
Nope.
I said, I met you in your office that day.
Yep.
I told you, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
And then I gotta do what I gotta do.
Absolutely.
So this discussion about Mr. Esposito and Mr. Esposito alone is of no consequence to
Me,
anybody in this
exactly.
room.
Absolutely.
Actually, it
That's-
is. In a court of law, I subpoena them in to show there are monies to fix this house. You're saying there's no 80,000 and the 80,000 was given to the
So-
estate.
But first and foremost, that floor
Yeah, I'll
really
get somebody
needs
as soon as I
to,
can.
you know.
But Mr. DeCorte-
That may be a lesser time than the allotted time because it is an emergency situation. And I'm probably saying this on a videotape and audio tape,
That's okay.
and that's fine too.
Mr. DeCorte,
Because it doesn't bother me.
does a plumber have to do that? Does a contractor, licensed contractor have to do that work? Because his handymen have been doing the work to date, and that faucet is in reverse, hot and cold. Licensed contractors,
You're correct.
yes. Because he and his handyman tried to fix the furnace and the other one, gas furnace, and I told him, I am not letting anyone in here unless they have a license as a gas fitter, a plumber, or somebody from the state of Rhode Island. And he said to the plumber when he got here, she thinks she owns the house. I says, well, you don't own the house.
Let me explain this to you. He has the right to come in here to assess
Yes.
what needs to be done.
Yes, with
Okay?
notice, 48
It could
hour
be-
notice.
It could, I don't get into that. That's
That's
lease,
the-
that's
that's the
lease
code.
stuff, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
because if it's just a matter of touching the reset button, he can do that.
it wasn't.
If
The-
it's get,
Yeah, the plumber had to do a lot of work, but he was gonna do it in his handyman. I wanna make it clear to you that these things have to be done because they could have blown the house up.
Mr. Cook.
Also too, going back to the bathroom, how much of the floor needs to be cut out? Doesn't the whole floor has,
Whatever's deteriorated.
the floor under the shower is
We
separating.
can't tell until he exposes it. It could
And
be
you
the
could-
entire floor. It could be 3 inches. It could be 12 inches. Until the contractor, the GC comes in and takes the bathroom apart, then we'll know how to fix it.
Is that gonna be in the 10-day guideline, cause it's an emergency? I could've broke my neck in there and Heather a few times.
I will look at the code and we will follow the law of the code.
Because the code, as it was written before, that was sent to me, he had 10 days, and we've gone a month and a half past 10 days.
Again, I will take a look at
I
it.
don't wanna have to fall in there and hurt myself. I've slipped a few times.
I understand.
When
your
I tell you
concerns.
it's a pool of water,
Let me ask you this, was that way when you moved in here?
they had a carpet over it. You couldn't see it, they deceived me purposely. They
Did
fixed
you
that
not
room.
step on the floor?
I went in and I said, but you
Okay.
couldn't see it, there was a thick carpet in there. They
Thank you.
deceived me.
Merry Christmas.
And they deceived me on the back room, furnishing it and everything, with window curtains and everything.
I'm gonna get my ladder out of the back before we go. Is that door locked? I'm gonna get my ladder.